Hello, lovely ladies. How are you doing? This is the video for Tuesday. It is our second. We'll have magazine harvesting 2 times a week going forward on Friday evenings and Monday evenings. These may eventually become live events, but for now they'll be videos. It's easier to work around the schedule for the job that I have. As I discussed in my Friday video last week, if you haven't seen it, head over and take a look. It's on Patreon. Next Friday, which is, I think, what is next Friday? The video from this past Friday, which was the 28th of February, the last day of the month. So on the 7th will be our next video on Patreon, and that is when the magazine harvesting video from the 28th will go live on YouTube. So you get ahead on this content if you are a paid Patreon member. So congratulations to you guys that are, and thank you to those of you that have watched. I appreciate it. So we are going to finish up this bizarre magazine from last Friday. We didn't quite get there. I'm trying to keep these videos to, so we're going to take this for ransom letters. And I think maybe what I'm going to do, I remember this was a big thing, the polo pony on the shirts when I was like in junior high or something. So what I'm just going to do is fold this down a little bit, and hopefully I can get my hands on a paper trimmer coming up. But I do remember that as a thing, like, in junior high, I think. And hopefully we will finish this one up and get started on a new one. I don't see anything at Life of the Party. We'll go ahead and take that. But I don't think I need any of those pictures, although they are very fun. And this is from January of this year. This is the January 2025 issue of, so there we go, Life of the Party. We're going to just slip that into our word pile. And the rest of this will go into the recycle. Although there are some very fun pictures in here. Iconic party girls over the decades. So Paris Hilton, there's Cher, Madonna. I don't know everybody's names. Just Liza Minnelli, Brooke Shields. So we got lots of stuff going. Diana Ross, Kate Moss, Bianca Jagger. Maybe we'll hold on to that for just a smidge. I mean, we could do like another. It'd have to be a glue book. I probably won't do any rollatinis for a little while. I got to be honest with you. I may have rollatini'd myself out, but we might have a glue book for no reason, right? That could definitely be a fun thing. Do you want to take routine and a habit? I do journal about those things, Do you guys have a beginning of the day routine or an end of the day routine? I kind of have a tentative one. I've had to change it a bit. I've mixed it up a bit since leaving Las Vegas, but I would say it's a change for the better. Do I want to, as a morning routine? I don't know. I think maybe I want to take this kind of face scrubby, but we'll only be able to do this portion of it. And then I'm going to trim up the side here, but I'm going to leave this top straight edge because I put this into a paper cutter. Then I can start cutting out and have a straight edge. It's really hard to do it if you have not left yourself a straight edge. Then you wind up having to trim all the way around it and maybe even twice, making that much smaller, We're just going to cut off the edge here because it's starting to rip into some of the pictures. We're getting a more uneven edge, and it's noisier just in general. As you guys may be able to tell, I'm the only one here right now. This is an older house, and I'm going to take the sneakers because I'm going to be able to walk every day. I'm getting a house key. Yay, house key. So I'm going to kind of take a page from Never Hopeless by Elizabeth. And I'm going to maybe do some sneaker stuff every day in my personal journal. To do that, I think that would be awesome. Just as kind of a, getting out there. Still enjoying yummy, what do I want to say? Semi-vegetarian. A lot of it's got chicken, which is, my favorite source of protein. Although I do love me some beef. And I would have to say probably pork is my least favorite. But we didn't eat a lot of pork when I was growing up, so I don't think that it necessarily. I think I want to grab her head, but be generous about it. I'm going to cut down into this area here so that I can match her up to another body, So I just love musical people. I love putting things in the wrong places. So this will be the third time we're getting this. And I do like vibrational shift. So this will be we'll be able to get most of her head in this one because it doesn't have the bizarre over the top part, the name of the magazine. Look at that dress. You got to be in some kind of shape to wear that. Wow. And it's super, oh, sorry. Cutting her head off. And it's super shiny. Look at that thing. It's like a whole, I don't know if it's all one piece, but if it's not, those boots are definitely made to match. But we're going to take this part. I think, because I want vibrational shift. I do like that quite a bit. Oh, maybe not. I may have to cut that after all. I'm not the best at cutting a straight line, so we're just going to try this carefully. And we've ripped her head off on this other page too. Look at us go. Okay. And then we're going to just cut the ends off. Just because it makes it easier to store. It, a magazine-wide whole phrase is great, but sometimes it's a pita to store. So we're going to go ahead and take that. Like I said on the other ones, we're probably going to wind up with at least an eye and some lips. But the way the picture's taken is also could be construed as creepy. So I think we'll keep that in our keepy stash. I love Free Spirit, Old Soul. There's an M. Not interested in being predictable. That could be fun. So I think what we're going to do is just cut off the bottom of this page. Oh, she's got a lot of tattoos. You never know till you see somebody, semi-naked. I wonder if they're probably real. Most people have tattoos now, younger people. I have no regrets with mine, but I don't think I'll be getting any more. I always kind of wanted an Orbis. I'm not sure if I'm sure there's, I could be mangling the word, but the snake that's eating its tail, But I'm old, and it feels like that would kind of be a waste of money to tattoo my old skin. Although I know plenty of people that do. Now I'm going to take her face here because I want to do the eyes. I love the makeup on this eye. And I just think, yeah, that'll be, she's got feathers in her hair. So we'll just cut down this way. And there we go. So we'll be able to cut those off later for what we want to do. The nastiest times of our life don't have a point of beauty. You can't have a painting without contrast. Let's get this L over here. And then there's a W on the other side. I want to impact frequencies in your body that make you vibrate. Yeah, with her music, I'm sure that's what she means. That's an interesting way to look at it. I think that's cool. So Here we go. And that is a sheer top because you can see her boobies through that. And I think we'll take her face here too. She's doing a classic, like, it reminds me like of a Broadway kind of thing. Oof. Hold on, I'm sitting on I always sit on my foot and I always make my foot fall asleep. You'd think I'd learn. You know, she reminds me a little bit of Angelina Jolie right here. Is kind of the vibe, you know. There's some similarities with the way that her hair is done and the shape of her face that kind of. So got the face there. And then I don't think I need these ones. And then here we go again. So these, and I've kind of picked this magazine because of these big faces. I made those, you know, with the New Year's Eve live I did, you know, as a collaborative kind of with the tube as everybody had a tube, you know, a paper tube, like, so I'm going to grab some paper towel ones. And so I thought I would really like to do that again. So I saw these big faces and that's what made me think of it. But I'm going to be looking for some other things. And I thought I'm going to do one myself. And then I thought maybe if I am fortunate enough to find the right things, I'd like to do a kit where we can all make it together. If you guys are interested. So I'll do like, you know, between 3 and 5 kits. And we will, you know, pick a date and time. And all you guys need to do is get some, it's a W. Get some paper tubes, so toilet paper tubes, from paper towels. I did several different levels, but you can make yours all the same size because I wanted some of them to be taller. I definitely want this Rogue Spirit. So for right now, I'm just going to set that in my keep pile. And I think I think they may be coming home. Here's that lady with her boots again, with the piratey type boots. Those have a big old chunky heel on them though. She looks like really, that's a look right there, isn't it? Oh, and there she is in her full pirate getup. So we may keep these for a little bit and just see if there's something fun we might do with that. So we'll put those in the keep pile. And there we go. That's a little vaguely piratey, right? Oh, and then leather pants and it's she just has this look on her face like, why are you making me do this kind of thing? Okay. So we are at the very back of the magazine. And that's in the 70s. John Baldessari. So he destroyed most of his paintings. And then the piece, I will not make any more boring art in 1971. Okay. We all have, you know. And then I don't think I need that in my life, but let's make sure there's no more pages on there. Okay. So that is the end of this magazine. Although I could make myself a little, if I trimmed off this edge, I could make myself a little glue book if I get a hold of some pages. So maybe I will keep that as well. I like the texture of it, even though if I glue something over it, I won't. I could put the texture on the inside. I don't know. So we have our second magazine that we're going to get into. We'll go for about 45 minutes. So we'll always probably not quite, you know, unless it's a smaller. These two are pretty big. I'm going to cut her out. And even though if I can't use her whole body, I think she almost looks plasticky like a Barbie, right? That's kind of a thing. So let's get to work in here. Oh, but I do love this too with the water and the, yeah. Oh, so we'll have a decision to make. I'll probably go with that though, just because, wow, that hair, right? Almost makes you wonder what they had to do to it did they shellac that stuff? Is that a thing? Those are some pantaloons right there. I don't know if I could take myself seriously if I wore those. How about you guys? Did you take yourself seriously? And I think we saw this in the last magazine as well. I like the big long braid. And we're going to take the Louis Vuitton off here, because we can use that for ransom letters. And then we may keep that because that's, a little sandcastle going on. Let me go ahead and then just cut this part off. And we can always trim that later. We already have this image. If this is the same set of ads from the other. So let's get our words off the bottom for our ransom letters. What did you guys do over the weekend? Because now it is Tuesday night. You've had your weekend. I hope you had a good Monday, that you found a couple of joyful things. I know that culturally we are in a place where we all have been kind of conditioned to hate Mondays because that's the start of our work week. And I know none of us, that there aren't very many people who are doing something that truly brings them passion, right? That they're passionate about, that brings them a sense of, I don't know. A lot of people, I think, feel like they're having like a soul crushing. They work just to make ends meet and kind of that kind of thing. But I am trying to encourage that, finding, nobody's joyful or happy all the time. We will always have London. Maybe I'm going to cut that out a little bit bigger, because I think if I cut that down, now, it'll get caught up and I will never see it in a like a box of words. Or right now I'm just getting all these words. Some of the ads I wind up keeping and some of them I don't. It really just depends. And I am keeping an eye out because I will not right away. See, this is the exact same ads, and it's not even the same magazine. What was I going to say? Oh, I won't be getting one right away, obviously, because I'll have things to do here, helping pack and clean and all those things. But somebody else may want this guy's head too. Off with his head. But for things that will work for jelly printing as well. Ooh, you know what? On this side, I am going to take her. She kind of reminds me, if I kind of cut her off here, a little bit like of a fortune teller kind of vibe going on. A little bit of mystery, old-timey kind of vibe there. I like it. And I think we'll take this one too. And there's another one here, so we can make choices here. I kind of like that. I love the vibe here. Isn't that awesome? So we are going to keep that for now. We'll figure out how we're going to crop it down. And then I'm not a super huge fan of the Cartier. We'll take the Chanel again. Uh-oh. Let me just check. Maybe I need to let somebody in the house. Let me see here. Give me just a second. Just letting them know I'm almost done filming. They're on their way home from had things to do today. And I elected to almost done filming. And I'll put a smiley face. I think they may already be home, because I think I hear somebody downstairs, but it's hard to tell. It's an older house. Okay. So, and we may want to do something with that, right? That kind of has a vintage feel to it too. And this is ballet dancer Cassandra Trineri. So she's got fantastic legs going on there. And then I will just pull this straight up to give my, and I'll go even. Yeah, because this is a Vogue, and we did Bazaar before, but the ad campaigns are similar. I like that, but not necessarily the yellow boxes, like I would love to have. Maybe I can crop that down. Although there's more in here. Let's see what else there is. Oh no, that is too fun. Shoes, just a pair of inappropriate shoes skiing. I really like that. Let's see what else is in here. Okay. I think I'm going to take this big chunky boot to fussy cut out later. Isn't that fun? Don't worry, I'm still going to get the shoe skiing. So yeah, I always got to have the boots and the shoes that are a little weird. So here we're going to tear that off right there. Totally getting the shoes. Too fun not to, but now we've kind of cut into that. So, and I think, no, I'm not going to do that, even though I love the rest of it. Maybe I could put something else there, though. Maybe I could put a person, or let's go ahead and keep that temporarily, because we can fill that center space with something else, maybe. Right? And let's go ahead and take the Marc Jacobs. Those are nice and spread out. So that can come in handy for our ransom letters. And then I think I am going to keep this just as a winter, for potential winter glue booking. I am going to skip the lady in her huge jacket, though. I don't know why, but I really like Ludacris as an actor. I do. So we got Dolce & Gabbana here. And we do have a Vogue up here, and those are just far enough apart. We may be able to use those for ransom, at least some of them. Occasionally, sometimes you don't get an E or an A or something, a W, something that takes up a little bit more space. I'm going to hold on to the half with Ludacris on it for a little while. Maybe I can work him into a scene where he doesn't belong. And then here's that Treasure Island ad again. So we'll get a second chance at that image. And there's your door again. So second chance at the bottle and the Dior. Oops, I just threw that on the floor. I'll have to pick it up. All right, so. Ooh, I almost got right into the top of that stopper there. And I'll fussy cut that out more finely later. So, ta-da! You can make those into people. It's really fun to do. I enjoy it. And of course, we're going to go the eyes and the lips again, because we're trying to remake a collection. And I might make extra. I think sometimes it's not bad to have. Okay. So there we go. We got our eyes and our lips there. We already had that, but we have another set now. And let's take the Dior again. Cut that D a little close, but it'll be okay. And there's another Vogue. I'm really into reclaiming some ransom letters here. It's all good. It's not like I have an immediate need, so I have some time to work on it. Okay. Good there. Now I love the posture on this, and I think I'm going to take this for sure. But I think I just want above the, pardon me. So yeah, what did you guys do over the weekend? Did you run errands? Did you relax? Did you go on a family adventure? Did you do a little bit of, all of that? Like, what was happening? Were you working on any specific projects? Did you start any new challenges this year? I know some of you are doing Elsa's challenges, but I know there are lots of challenges out there. Are you doing more than one challenge? Like, what are you guys up to crafty wise? I'd love to know. That would be awesome-tastic. I like to be nosy, Okay, so I just cut off the edge over there. Okay, and then we've got Swarovski at the bottom. And I'm going to keep the top half of this because I think maybe I just like the old-fashioned kind of in-mourning sort of look to that. And then we've got a Dooney and Bork canvas crossbody satchel. That looks pretty big, actually. Look at all the fun doggies. Oh my gosh. Doggy. I do like the doggies. So we're definitely going to cut those out because we'll have to use them in a glue book somewhere. They are too fun not to. But what we'll do here is we will cut across the bottom, straight up the top, and leave us this flat edge here so that when we go back to trim it, we have a starting place. Chanel number 5, and same problem with the bottle. It goes on to the second, and I do not want to keep the smelly part of that. The run through with Vogue. We've got an A right here. So we'll take that. She was in the other magazine as well. So if you get issues with the same, now we're going to take the rag and bone again because there's nothing. I do like this blushy color. So let me see what we've got left after we take the rag and bone, the letters, because they're lowercase. And a lot of times you find, not that I care about having appropriate capital letters and lowercase letters, but I like to mix it up. I don't like to just only use. I are good English. I don't like to only use, only lowercase or only capital. I like the look when it's messy like that. So we're going to put that in so we'll harvest those because they're nice and spaced out. And then we can get this little bit of blush pink down here for our collage fodder. I didn't get very much. I probably should have looked harder for the other magazine, but I am, because it's like it's almost tan, but it's still pink, I like that color. Okay, so we got that piece for our collage fodder. And the rest of this, we'll move to over here. Let's see. So we're going to take the guess because, when the letters are separated like this, it makes it real easy to turn them into ransom letters. But I am always looking for big and small letters. Do you guys do ransom letters, or is that something that, I know it can be, storage-wise, I know it can be a challenge. Amalfi. Hot Heart for men. Intrigent for men. Havana for men. These are men's. And then Sultry Jungle for women. And Tropical Rain. Chantage and Amor and Psychia for women. Interesting bottle shapes. They're not really at a. I'm not feeling the need to keep those. They're not speaking to me. How many of you guys do magazine harvesting? It's a cake with flamingos on top. Aw, That's kind of fun. Okay, so I want the word nostalgia for sure. And I think I want that flamingo cake. Could it just be a silly thing that I can add to like a glue book or my personal journal? So by today, you guys will have seen the start of my journaling thing that, everything old is new. We get nostalgia again. Oh, and I love this. I absolutely love those mannequins with their punk rock hair. Chaos to couture. I love it. We're definitely taking that. And we'll get this lady. We'll cut her out. She's, I can use my small scissors on her. So we're getting a lady. This fabulous punk rock from Chaos to Couture. And then we're getting another of the word nostalgia. And I can still get these letters. So we'll drop those in there. And yeah, people are definitely home. We'll put those over with our keeps. That is a big red bottle of perfume. Let's see. Oh, we get nostalgia again. I forgot that I don't get very many Vogues. But I forgot they have like a whole nostalgia section. So that is pretty cool. William Eggleston. Oh, yeah. Global Vista. New exhibitions offer expansive view. Intensely colorful photographs, deep reds and glowing. I like these pictures. I think we're going to keep them. So I'll put them in the keep pile. Oh, look at that. Big eyeball. I got to take that, right? Yeah, let's do that. Share it right across here. We'll keep that portion. And then we've got a T right here that we could probably use. I love these Skechers ads. I love these ladies. And there's a little sneaker down here. I'm going to keep the whole page, but I need to think about, I don't love this. So do I take it above the top? Do I put something in the middle and kind of keep it? Because I like the kind of retro chic thing that's going on. So let's keep at least one of those and see what we can maybe do with it. And I'm gonna take this poor lady's head. Nobody gets a chance with me. Okay. A lady and a horse and a purse. New desk diary for 2025. I think I could probably live without that. Although I'm hoping to get by a dollar store at some point and get a face. We're going to do the, we're trying to recollect up some eyes and lips of various sizes. So for a while, I'm going to take a lot of faces in every magazine that I harvest if it's possible. And I'm also keeping my eye out for interesting things to use for the project I talked about last time. Let's see, book it. Play World, a novel. Mothers and Sons. And there's that Versace ad again. Let's see. Do we want anything out of here? I think maybe. This could be fun. So we'll keep that sheet. Elegance is an attitude again. Oops. Yeah. So I think And I know I asked you guys about your weekend. Look, she's got big holes in the stockings. She has that look like I've seen some stuff, you know. And then we'll get the words off these for the. Ooh, I do like role play. And there's that lady with the big hair from the cover. We have to do something with that. But we'll have to decide, do we want her in her Marilyn Monroe dress up sort of thing, or do we like just the big hair? I almost wonder if it's a wig, you know. Oof, that's awfully poofy hair. So I definitely want role play off here. And I think we can get the letters from the name. So we'll take those. And then we can still get the letters up to the E. The N's got some shapes off it, but we'll be able to use that part. And there's that. On some of these, I'll have to start cutting so that we can do, you know, mixed up peoples. Because the bottom half of her with the stance could have been fun to do. Oh, it's almost like a Minnie Mouse kind of thing. Look at the pig. Well, look at those shoes, the pointy shoes. That jacket, wow. Oh my gosh, look at the torpedo boob she's got going on, guys. Those shoes with the toes pointed up, it's just crazy. Ooh, look at that one. She's sparkly. So we're definitely keeping those. There's no way we can't. There's no way we're not. And that's definitely a ballet dancer right there, right? But we could, I'll keep the whole thing, but we'll probably wind up using the legs on something else, would be my guess. But you never know. You just never know. And so we've got, like, because this is totally stuff we could, you know, we could take at least one of the arms off and some of the legs, so we can do creeples or just mixed up peoples. Oh, that's different. And wearing point shoes again, so it's a ballet thing. But that's different, yeah. Oh, look at her. I think that could be fun to cut out, but also I think this has potential. So let's keep that. And then we've got some legs here. That is a little creepy, but it would be very wide. And these jackets that almost look like you're wearing like a plush throw rug or blanket are crazy. Okay. And then we, you know, she reached her mid-20s. Okay. So it's about but I'm keeping that. It was a good movie. I thought it was a good movie anyway. Boobs. We gotta keep it. It's boobs. Oops. That's too many sheets. Okay, we're gonna definitely take the W here. W for win. Or warm. Or woman. Or wonderful. I think we might want to keep that. I'm going to go ahead and cut around it like this, but I will leave that, again, that top piece giving us someplace flat to work when we're ready to trim it down. Right? So this is oil on linen, and it is entitled Bite. So that's kind of creepy right there, yeah. And we've got some letters across the top here. That guy looks like he might be depressed, but he could be being haunted over here. But it seems to be something about Mark Jacobs and Frank Lloyd Wright House. But I do like this kind of haunted, creepy vibe out here. And if it doesn't work out, we've got a giant A on the back as a fallback. Okay. And we're almost to the end, so I think I'm going to try and cut off. I should have brought just a little bag in my carry-on that had a pair of scissors and at least a small ruler. I didn't. I just I was trying to be minimalistic in my packing. Some flowers. I'll put that over here and see if I decide I want it. I like the mailboxes over here. I might cut down that portion because I do like that. And there's an O down here. There's a big ass I over here, depending. And Impossible Beauty. So we'll see what we wind up with. Well, look at those fingernails. Wow, what's going on with that? Those look like they'd be heavy. That's crazy. Look at her lips, though. We got to keep that face for sure. Oh, look, it's like they're all strung together here. But that's eyeballs, too. Oh, look at that. Love that. That's definitely. Ooh, yay. That doesn't look comfortable. Look at the way her foot is going. That looks very uncomfortable to me. Yeah, those 3 pages, those are a yes, yes. They're like, I don't like these shoes. Oh, there's some definite legs going on there. Wow. Those are some very toned legs. And then we'll get eyes here. Maybe not lips. Those are, I mean, they're normal looking lips, but they're not super exciting. But the eyes are big enough to take. That's the other side. The family that dresses together. It's Gemma Ward, who I don't know who she is. That's a look, right? H&M ads. Can you believe I've never been in a oh, I like that. That's different. I think that could even be construed as a little serial killery. So we're going to cut across the bottom here and up the side. And then we'll figure out what we want to do with that later. Oh, I didn't see the little doggy over here. We should get the little doggy. So what we'll do is we'll cut this way, and we have 2 straight edges to work from to trim that down or we could just cut the dog out if we wanted to. That's a little scary. Okay, I think we're nearly there. Oh, look at the pug! And with a Chanel bracelet around its neck. And then look, we got a wicked ad. We definitely need that. Okay, so we have finished 2 magazines in just about the right amount of time. Look at us go. So let me bring something over here to have on the screen while we're winding down. Let's bring this pug over. Isn't he just magnificent? I think I may also want to cut her out. Just because she's nice and sitting, and that could work in a collage of some sort. For sure. But look at our little, oh, I don't know if it's a pug. What is it? She's too cute. Oh gosh, okay. And just the jewelry on it is just so much. Okay, so we are all done. I will be back on Friday with a new video for you for some magazine harvesting. And I'll be dropping videos, shorter ones to show off some of the stuff that we got collaged, how we cut a few things down, how many letters we wound up with, fun stuff like that, where we can just have a chitty chat about what's going on and, just connect and, feel free to ask questions in the box. You can email them to me. Which my email is always in the description box. You can message them to me, and I can answer them on video. You know, if you have anything, questions about where the channel's going in the future, just general things, you can send me. If you're interested, you could send me things you're interested in hearing about. I think I want to do a little talk about the Alaska Triangle and a couple other things, just some interesting, weird bits, some slightly askew, a little bit crazy kind of things. But nothing too dark. We're gonna take it easy and have some fun with all of this. And you'll see the journaling coming in. I think what I'm looking to do is like a journaling prompt every day. If you want to join in, you can. You don't have to share what you write with anybody. If you incorporate mixed media or collage into it, you're willing to cover up any words that you put in or any journaling and just show the image. If you're interested in putting that on the Facebook group, but there'll be more of that coming in with the daily videos. But I invite people to come in and join. And if you just are journaling a line or two, and I don't mean just, if you journal a line or two, that's great. It doesn't have to be a big, long, concentrated effort. We'll also be doing some gratefuls and thankfuls as part of our journaling. So if you want to take up that part and just have a book where you can list your gratefuls and thankfuls, that would be awesome too. So I will see you all again very soon with another video. You may see the journaling video tomorrow and at the very latest Friday. So I hope that you are all having a magnificent time out there. I hope the rest of your week goes well. That you're finding little bits of joy every day, things that are amusing and funny or heartfelt or heartwarming. Just the very best stuff. And I will see you all again very soon. However you guys are spending your days and nights, I hope it brings you great joy and happiness. Each and every one of you absolutely deserves it. Until I see you in one of my lives or in a box somewhere, I wish you guys the happiest of crafting. Bye, 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 bye. Bright blessings and hugs and hisses to you all. And that's going to be the end for us. Let's push that button. Push the button. Bye.